welcome back to the channel. This is Emma and Georgia, and today we are watching Stranger Things Season 4 Episode 1. If you want to watch our uncut series reactions, links to the Patreons down below.
So after we finished Season 3, I posted that poll on YouTube about which season everyone thinks is the best of Stranger Things, and 51% put Season 4. So, how do you feel?
I am, well, based on that, I'm very excited. I mean, I thought Season 3 was great, so if it gets better, that's a bonus. Like, yeah, I'm really looking forward to it, and I know there's a lot of hype for Season 5, so it's gotta be good, right?
Yeah, I think it could be recency bias, because they, you know, people waited for such a long time, and then that season came out, but I don't know, I'm thinking if Hoffa is dead, there's no way it could be the best season.
Oh my god, I forgot about that. Oh, how? It just slipped my mind. It was so traumatic, didn't want to think about it. But in that post-credit scene, please can Hoffa be alive, because I can't go through with this season without him and Joyce. Come on, you can't do us like that, so please.
Clinging onto that epilogue for dear life right now.
I know, and it was so funny because we didn't even realise there was one. Can you imagine if we missed it?
Oh my god, I would have been like stressed and depressed for the past week. I can't think about a world where Hoffa is not here anymore, and I mean, him being in a Russian prison, that's okay.
Yeah. It'll be fine, he'll get himself out of there, I'm sure. I don't know how the rest of the people in Hawkins is gonna, like, find him, if he is alive.
I've just had a horrific thought. What if one of those two idiots gets promoted to being sheriff?
Oh, Jesus.
Don't!
I'm kind of glad we haven't seen much of them last season, but yeah. They're not really up to date with the recent developments going on in the town, and yeah, I don't know if they're cut out for the sheer craziness that goes down in Hawkins. But there was a lot of teasing that Joyce could become a detective. I know they were like teasing about it, but can you imagine Joyce replacing Hopper as like chief of Hawkins or something? That would be so good.
I would love that, but if you remember at the end they moved to Chicago or somewhere. I can't remember if it was Chicago, but they moved somewhere else.
A bit geographically undesirable.
But I love that 11 has moved in with them now, and I really hope this season, please, brings me the 11 and Will content I deserve, because I have been waiting for them to like meet and have a conversation since season 1, and I feel like even last season did they even speak? I don't know.
They've hardly ever spoken, and they both have so much in common, so I feel like they could have the potential of being really great friends, because 11, we all know, she's been down there, she knows the score, and Will has been sort of sadly introduced to that horrible feeling that comes about with all the demogorgons and whatnot. So they kind of have that in common, and who knows, 11 could teach Will a thing or two. Could get him on like the whole powers and stuff, so that would be pretty cool.
Well, if you remember, Emma, 11 lost her powers.
Oh, for God's sake, all this is coming back to me in it. Well, she's gonna get them back. She's got to get them back.
I think that's very smart plot wise. If Hoffa is the person in the Russian prison, that means he's alive, and with 11 not having her powers, it means she can't trace him, because usually she'd be able to track and find anyone. So
it's very convenient.
It is very smart, and now they're all going around thinking that Hopper's dead and you could be trapped there. I am really excited to see the split dynamics this season, because we've got like Jonathan and Nancy in different towns, Mike and 11, and then obviously Will and the rest of the boys. And I feel like that's going to be really hard for Will, because already he was feeling left out of the friend group with them, you know, moving on with girls and stuff. But now he's like moved to a completely different town. What is this going to do to their friendship?
I know. I feel like we might be introduced with some more characters possibly. And I always like it when they're all together. So I think that's going to be a bit of a shock to me, seeing them so split apart. I'm sure they will all come together at points throughout the show. But yeah, it's going to be a weird transition because they're all sort of moving on with life, and you know, they think, oh yeah, we've done everything there is to be done, like gates closed, job done. It never is that way though, but yeah, it's gonna be weird seeing them like growing up. We might even get
they're
like,
gonna be so old this season in terms of like the actors. Oh, I'm not ready.
Yeah, they're gonna look like legitimate teenagers, like late teenagers, like
adults.
It's
almost.
gonna be really strange.
Yeah.
Or yeah, pre-adult. Like it's gonna be a real shock because yeah, we've seen the actors and actresses in real life, so yeah, it's gonna be strange. But hey, I'm here for it.
Yeah, we haven't even spoken about last episode, and it's too much to even go through right now. But like Billy's death, I'm interested to see how that will affect Max and her family as well, because Max looked, you know, really emotional about it, even though he wasn't a nice guy. He still was her stepbrother, and this will change their family massively. And I do worry about Billy's father and whether that will lead to him turning on Max now, because he obviously just needs to abuse someone. He abused his wife, then his son. Will he go for Max or her mom next?
I really don't want to think about Billy's dad because he just is horrible. I don't know, like, I don't know if they'll focus on him much, but maybe they will, considering Billy is dead. Yeah, I really hope that Max sort of moves on from that sort of family because it is very dysfunctional. Oh, is that Will, possibly?
I think it might just be a paper boy.
Oh, I thought he got himself a job.
Who's that?
I know, this is a weird way to start the episode, isn't it?
My first thought was the mayor, because he didn't die, sadly. He
At least
timed
he's timing himself.
Sado.
This is all very routine.
Oh my god!
Branna?
97. Oh, that's old. I mean, that guy did say he was alive in season 2, didn't he? But I didn't believe him.
Oh god, I didn't remember. Oh god, please no. I don't want to go back to Branna.
Emma's brain, retain more, retain more.
Oh no, I hate these flashbacks.
Yeah, Emma's gonna be so young.
Oh, we're gonna see someone else from like the kids.
Oh,
That's
maybe.
like special.
God, it's always so sad to think about the fact that there's more.
Oh god, he makes me sick.
So before a day's work, he did the crossword.
He's very regimented, so that does make sense.
You up for some more lessons?
Fuck off, Branna, no way.
Is he allowed to say no?
Signs point to yes. Okay. I don't like that. Oh, he's number 10.
Close.
Number 10. I've also just realised I think I might know who this is. Or the minor spoiler.
Something is wrong. If you've lost the visual, just let it go. Try to reorient. Why are they screaming?
Don't check on them.
10.
What is
Did
happening?
the treatment kill one of these children?
Yeah. Whoa!
Oh.
Jump scare? Jesus!
I wonder why that was because it was before 11 opened the upside down.
See, Branna, this is what happens when you play with kids. This is so scary. What has happened?
What?
What? Oh, maybe that's why we haven't seen more kids. It's because they're all dead.
Yeah. He had to get a whole new load of staff, didn't he?
Oh my god.
Ah, who did this?
Is this 11 that's doing this? Please tell me it's not her.
She would have been so young. I don't think so.
It's going to make me hate 11, isn't it?
Oh,
if it is
is
11.
it?
What have you done?
Oh, it is her!
Oh my god, she's an actual psychopath!
Why didn't you kill him?
No wonder Branna was so, like, in tune with 11. Like, he was always around her. Probably because she's the last
She
one
must have been the
left.
most powerful. Like, he was making her kill mice before, wasn't he? And she felt, she was
Yeah.
haunted by that. She felt so bad about killing those mice, yet she'd done this.
I know!
The Hellfire Club. The AV Club's had a bit of a rebrand, hasn't it?
We are all time travelers if you think about it.
Oh, it's a Hoffa.
For example, this week is going very fast.
Oh.
She
I
goes
hope
to
Mrs. Gracie
school?
will give me an A.
Oh, that looks like the cabin.
Yeah.
Will is painting a lot.
Oh,
Oh my
Will.
god, he's so
He
grown
mentioned what he's
up!
working on. maybe it is for a girl. I think there is someone he likes.
Okay.
Jonathan is acting weird also.
Oh,
I
Jonathan.
think he is just nervous about college.
Oh.
He is still waiting for his big letter.
Jonathan, what are you doing?
Looks like Jonathan's a bit of a stoner now.
Oh, Levin's in school.
Oh, this is exciting.
I even like school now.
Yes.
Oh, 1986.
86.
It
That
helps that
flashback
everyone
was
is
in
so nice
78,
here.
wasn't it?
I have made lots of
Oh
friends.
no, she's lying. Oh my god, it's all a lie.
I think you will love it here like me.
God. Why are the girls such pricks here?
Oh, they did not. Oh. Oh no, she's gonna be getting bullied. No, stop.
Are you telling me she's been through hell and back only to...
Get bullied
Have
by
to deal with
normal
that
kids.
shit.
Oh.
30 seconds or I'm leaving without you.
Oh, he's so tall.
Oh, Hellfire Club, here we go.
Is it actually the AV club?
That's a negative, Dusty Bun.
Dusty Bun!
Susie!
Oh my god! Susie is still here!
Oh, his grades.
Oh, his grades.
I see it.
D minus. God, looking at Jesus.
I will repent later.
She's going to sin.
I'd like to see you today. Come straight after lunch, okay?
She's a bit of a hard ass now.
Oh, she's in the marching band. Oh no, it's her.
Oh, that's Vicky. Okie dokie.
Oh my god, that's Anne from Anne with an E.
I'm not saying that my girlfriend is better than yours. It's just that Susie's like a certified genius.
You do realize Elle
Yeah.
saved the world twice, right?
And
Yeah,
it's
two
so
levels of smart here.
Oh, Lucas.
Oh god, there he is!
Oh,
he's
is
grown
he
up.
popular now?
Without your support, we
God, this
wouldn't
guy
be
seems
here.
like a
Give yourselves
token
a big
asshole.
I
hand.
feel like I'm gonna hate so many people this season.
None of the other boys felt like joining the
of course.
squad here.
Of course,
Oh, those two are
dear.
frosty, aren't they?
Chrissy, I love you, babe.
Oh,
Cringe.
God. Cringe.
Think of Jack. Think of Melissa.
Oh, okay. People actually
of
have
Heather.
died. Oh, right,
Think of
yeah,
Billy.
because of the army. I forget about that.
I think Max has really suffered the loss of Billy.
I wonder what the death toll actually was. Because the army got
No.
big.
Let's win this game.
Let's win this game for those deceased people. Yeah, that's gonna bring back.
Mike is literally me right now. I'm like, ugh.
We would all be like that, yeah.
This is the end of Eddie's campaign. A semester of adventuring is
So
led to
we've
this
got an
moment, and
Eddie.
we need
Is
you.
this a new member of the group?
Don't. You've been on the bench all year.
I get in good with these guys. I'll be in the popular crowd. And then you
Yeah,
guys will be too.
sort of confirmed our
Has it ever
suspicions.
occurred to you that we don't want to be popular?
I'm tired of being bullied.
I see where he's
I'm
coming
tired of
from.
girls laughing at us. I'm tired
Yeah,
of
I
feeling
see
like a
why
loser.
he's thinking that way.
As a friend, just talk to Eddie. Get him to move Hellfire. Come to my game.
What is this Hellfire and why is it so important?
Just loving the logo on their t-shirts. It must be like
Oh,
big.
I think the dad said something about D&D club and he said it's actually Hellfire club now. So maybe they're playing D&D.
Okay.
And Will's not here?
Can I call you Carol? Great. So what are we thinking? Do volumes A through C?
Oh my god, this reminds me of that Friends episode when there was a salesman trying to sell Joey some
Yeah.
encyclopedias and he only bought E.
Joey, wasn't it? Yeah, that was so good. Is that Russian stamps?
Interesting.
What is this?
God, I'd be so scared if Russians were still trying to contact me.
Is that the only thing in the box?
I feel like it's always
And
Joyce
letter.
that reconnects with it. Like she's always like, it's
No.
still out there.
Now let's see who has to follow that.
It's gonna be Willow 11.
Jane.
Oh,
Oh, it's Jane now, isn't it? Sorry. Is her name like Jane Byers now?
No, it's gotta be Hopper.
I can't remember Hopper's last name.
It's Hopper.
Or it was... Is it Hopper? Yeah.
I chose my dad.
Oh.
Oh, stop it.
I made a diorama of our cabin.
More like diarrhea.
Oh.
Kids suck so
Quiet,
much.
everyone. He made the best Eggos, and we like to watch.
Whoa!
He is a squirrel.
I don't know if she's really capturing the hearts of people here.
Oh, she's captured mine. This is so sweet.
I'm just like confused.
God, I hate her
thought
so
this was a
much.
presentation about a historical hero.
My dad is famous. He saved lots of lives. In a mall fire, he was a hero for people.
Yeah, that shut her up for a bit.
Oh, I feel so bad for her.
Please continue with your presentation, Jane.
God, I don't know if I can watch any more of this. It's so painful.
Yeah, it's horrible. What happened to her? She looks a bit off.
Yeah.
Is she still drinking?
Oh.
God, it's a bit personal, isn't it?
Yeah, a little, but well, she's working 2 jobs.
Oh,
So
see,
it's
she
not
did
easy.
break up with Billy's
Must
dad.
not be easy for you either,
Yeah.
with your stepdad gone.
Well, I'm kind of glad about that, actually.
Nightmares.
It's like you're not even here anymore. It's like you're a ghost or something.
She's not had a very good time recently.
Yeah, something must be wrong with me because I broke up with you.
No, that's not what I meant.
Lucas, look. People just change, okay?
She's really having a hard time.
I mean, I'm like digging in Lucas because he's in the popular crowd now, whatever. But I actually really like that he is still making an effort with everyone.
God, is that girl from before?
Yeah, I think it must be. Is she pregnant, do you think?
I'm fine.
Chrissy?
What the hell?
Open the goddamn door, Chrissy!
God!
Door, Chrissy, or
No!
like the fat pig that you are!
What the fuck?
Even.
Okay, he sounds scary.
Shit, he seems really revved up today.
He's
I
always
think
right
that's
down.
Eddie.
As long as you're into band,
This guy is
science,
on a whole other confidence level.
game where you toss balls into laundry baskets.
He is fired up.
Oh, you stick it to the man!
He's not gonna be able to make it to Hellfire. Maybe we might.
Spit it out.
Oh,
No.
over my dead body.
You boys, the future of Hellfire.
I'm so
They are the
intrigued
new
about this
recruits.
club.
We showed
Holy
What?
shit.
School
This
didn't have to
guy's
be the worst
fucking
years of
scary.
your life, right? Okay, and all you guys gotta do is get your Bo Peeps on and go and find one.
I have karate.
Oh,
Murray!
On Friday.
Murray is here.
And it's creepy.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah, she's consulting him because he's like, you know, knows.
It sabotaged their U.S. operation.
Yeah.
About 24 comrades.
How would they know my name?
And a dress, that's the scary part. The address.
Yeah.
Wait, can you undress her?
Sorry,
Creepy
what?
doll. Can you remove?
Holy shit, he might
her
be onto.
dress?
Whoa, okay, we're seeing more of Murray than I was expecting. She might have like a message on her or something. I don't know.
It's cracked.
Oh, there might be something inside.
Smashing.
He's waiting on his acceptance letter and he wants to be there when it comes, which I totally get.
Okay. I don't.
Who was asking you?
He's not like you. He's caring and compassionate.
Lol.
And
Incredibly ambitious.
God, insult the guy.
he's so protective over the people that he loves.
Sounds like they both very much love each other.
Yeah.
Just the distance is killing it.
I think
We're
this.
getting a lot from this girl,
Yeah,
aren't we?
I feel like she could be the first death of the season, the way things are going.
Looks like she's being targeted. I don't know if that was like a hallucination. I think this is quite monstery. What? What is wrong with her mind? Like, why are these things real or is she imagining them? Is it sort of like a metaphor for time's running out or something? What? Oh.
You okay?
It was imagined.
Plenty of bang for your buck. Should last you a while.
Do you ever feel like you're losing your mind?
You know, just on a daily basis.
You're talking to the right guy.
I was with my band.
Corroded coffin. Oh my god, yes,
Do remember.
That sounds so fitting for him.
You looked so...
Different? Yeah. Well, my hair was buzzed and I didn't have these sweet old tatties.
His hair was buzzed.
Oh, key word there. Where have we seen buzz cuts before?
Do you have anything... maybe... stronger?
Oh god, I don't like where this is going.
Oh.
Oh, for God's sake.
Don't even do this right now.
Angela!
Oh no, she doesn't have them anymore.
Oh god, 11. Stop. Please run. Oh.
I tripped.
Oh,
All right, Angela.
oh she knows.
What?
Oh my god, she's actually punishing her.
Do anything. Tell her, Jane.
Oh, she spent a lot of time on that. That's so sad.
That's literally what happened to her house. The monster did that.
Is this really necessary?
One more thing.
One more thing?
Are you there? Talk to me, Joyce!
Hopper's alive?
He's alive! Our suspicions were correct!
How could he have sent that from a prison?
Our very own Tammy Thompson!
Hang on a minute, Tammy!
Oh yeah, she made it to Nashville! And Steve called her a dud.
Robin's face. Or maybe...
She does sound like a mummy. Oh my god, totally. Sounds like her.
Oh, those two are bonding. Oh god, Erica! She's the newest member!
You can't spell America without Erica.
My name is Lady Applejack, and I'm a chaotic good.
Oh, I love that she's into it now after calling them nerds for so long.
We gonna do this, or we gonna keep chit-chatting like this is your mommy's book club?
Oh, I stand her so
I
much.
think we've met your match here.
Welcome to Hellfire. There is one you do not recognize.
I'm kind of pissed that they're all back into D&D just as Will's moved away. Hello?
Sinclair, you're in. Huh? You're in.
Come on, Lucas!
Let's go, Lucas! He's good.
Oh, Lucas with the assist!
Guys, I hate to say this, but we've got to flee.
I concur.
Didn't we just agree to the death?
There is no shame in running. Don't try to be heroes.
Let's kill the son of a bitch.
We'll find a way to win.
Oh.
11.
No!
Lucas! Lucas!
Lucas! Oh, hello! Oh, hello! Erica's coming
Come on, Sinclair's!
Oh, I'm on the edge of my seat!
I can't right now. Oh!
Yes!
It's a buzzer beater!
Oh,
He gave everyone tickets and no one came.
Oh, it's not gone how I wanted it to, because now Lucas feels like his friends aren't there for him. So, oh, it's such a shame. Max wasn't there, but she did listen.
How long does it take?
Sorry?
The Special K. How long?
Special K. I hope that's not ketamine.
What's
Oh,
going
not
on
that darn
with her?
clock again.
Huh?
Just
What?
loosening this up.
Why is she so
sweetheart.
haunted
It's-
by her mom?
You're going to look.
This is a demon, I'm positive. Yeah, it's a demon. It's manipulating her into going with it. God, I don't like its voice! It's not Dad! It's not Dad! Ah!
Found it.
Where is she?
Is she actually there though? Has she been transported? Oh!
Okay, Chrissy, wake up.
Look at her eyes, they look so
Hey,
weird.
hello?
Chrissy, you need to go back into your body now, girl. No. It's so tall! Ew!
Skin being.
Yeah, that's literally what I was just thinking. I just didn't know how to say it. That is fucking disgusting.
Chrissy, wake up now! Chrissy!
Oh, I knew she'd be the first death.
It's time for your suffering.
Ooh!
To end.
Sign me up! Oh.
Levitating. Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh my god, this is so disturbing!
Wow.
Oh my god. That literally just looks like a horror movie. What the fuck?
God.
Well.
Oh, he's in for a whole new world of trouble.
Eddie is now introduced to the weird world that is upside down. That was a very warm welcome to season 4.
warm.
I think I'll be very interested in this season.
Well, with your horror brain that you have, that's
yeah,
really your
this
dream.
is very horror-y, so this is right up my alley. I do have to make a minor confession. I kind of know bits because of spoilers that have been online and stuff. I've not seeked them out, but I know one or two things. They're not big spoilers, but I knew that demon. I've seen it before.
Okay.
And I think his name is Vecna, which is what they're using in the D&D
that's so
game.
funny. It always ties in with their D&D games.
Yeah, I think that's what they name it. That I've heard that word float around.
And they're gonna fight to the death, probably.
Yeah. Yes,
Oh.
it's sort of like foreshadowing, isn't it? Because yeah, their D&D games are so tied in to like everything. Like they do name these demons after them, and it is sort of representative of what's gonna go down, possibly. Like, oh, I don't want anyone to die.
And I'm assuming
Yeah.
Eddie is the kid, number 10.
No.
Really?
No, I've seen different. I don't know how much I want to say.
What have you seen, woman?
I've not seen all of it, obviously. I've just seen like things come up that I've really not wanted to see. But I've seen another character, which I think is magical, a bit like 11. I think I've seen another one like
Well, I was thinking, because he said he had a buzz cut, maybe that is a red herring, because he doesn't seem like someone who's been traumatised by his childhood in the sense of, you know, being brought up in a lab.
Yeah, I think it is a red herring. Because he definitely, I mean, he has that sort of dark aura about him, but he's not like damaged.
Yeah,
like
I thought
11
his
was.
face kind of looked similar as well, though. Like, good casting on that front, but yeah, probably not. He seems like, well, he's very eccentric and all that, but he doesn't look like he's been brought up in a lab and can't communicate well. He certainly is very loud and can speak.
Yeah,
so.
he is. Yeah, he's very much a unique but very interesting person, and I think he will be really interesting to watch throughout the season. I've seen that photo of him like doing that weird thing in the cafeteria with his tongue out. I've seen that before, so I was kind of expecting his character to come up.
He must be a big
I think he's gonna be quite
character
iconic.
then.
I think he is. He looks amazing. Like he's like his whole character and personality is just unlike anything I've seen on this show or others. So he's very interesting by the looks of things, and I'm looking forward to what is going to go down in this Hellfire Club. Like it looks like we're all going to be sort of like, I don't know, like battling this thing, whatever it is. I feel like the club is going to be recognised as not only for D&D playing, but also demon hunting.
It's a shame that she's just died, because I actually quite liked their chemistry. Especially in the woods scene. Like it seemed like, you know, two people from different worlds who had a little bit of history, but they got on well. And you know, popular person, not popular person is always a trope that works. So I was kind of thinking, oh, okay, she's dead now, so that's out the window. But her boyfriend is gonna be devastated, as he loves her so much and feels the need to tell the whole pep rally that.
I know she's the most popular girl in school, he's the most popular boy, but I still think he's a bit of an arsehole, so we probably move on quick anyway. But yeah, I have low expectations of him, and I don't really want to see him much because that sort of thing does not interest me. But yeah, I'm not a massive fan of the group of boys Lucas has decided to involve himself in. I know these are kids that are becoming teenagers and they're sort of figuring themselves out in school, like they're, you know, hanging around with the wrong crowd, doing silly mistakes and stuff, and I feel like this is one of those instances that Lucas is doing. I mean, he probably loves basketball, but it's sort of the team he's on, they don't seem great. I don't know.
I feel bad for Lucas because popular people are never, well, they're not usually portrayed as nice people, especially in American television shows.
Oh, definitely not.
So you instantly have a dislike towards him, and instantly when I saw Lucas on the basketball team, I was thinking, right, for goodness sake, Lucas is going to be a dick. But I feel so bad for him because he's still obviously trying to maintain his friendships with the others, but when he's got 2 commitments, he has to choose. And I think he was right to choose the championship game because he can't just pull out of that for Hellfire Club, as much as he probably has more emotional attachment to that. But he gave them all tickets to come, and literally no one showed up for him. So like he got the win, but at what cost? Because no one was there to see it, or no one that he cared about was there to see it. Everyone else was there, the rest of the school, but he doesn't, he's not friends with them. And so you can see how sad he was when he saw them coming out of Hellfire Club and that they weren't there to see his victory. And I do believe him when he said, like, if I'm popular, that means you can be popular too. I think he does want this for all of them, but they obviously don't really care about that, whereas he does. He doesn't want to be bullied anymore because, and I think especially for him, because he's black and he's had people like Billy who are so racist to him. This is probably like a good way for him to step up that ladder and not face that kind of prejudice as well. Yeah, I totally agree. I think it was unfair of his friends to sort of give him a hard time over the decision because, a championship basketball game is a big deal, and if he really wants to pursue this like in his life, then yeah, that's a big deal for him. And Hellfire Club, they don't have on the priority scale, it's not at the top because they can do it any time, but I can see why both groups are upset because I feel with Lucas because you are choosing between 2 things that you are very passionate about. And it's a hard choice, and sometimes you do have to make hard choices like that. But I would have thought Mike and Dustin would be a little bit more understanding of that, but they have their own priorities, I guess. It's really difficult to make those decisions. But yeah, I think it's just something you live and learn from, and it's just one of those parts of life, you have to make these hard choices. But I think they will always remain friends. They have to. They're just so good. And yeah, it looks like Dustin and Mike have found something they're really involved with. Like the Hellfire Club sounds right up their alley, and I'm sure it does Lucas. But sometimes these things clash. And it sounds like they're all planning to go up to see Will and 11 in spring break, and I think it said that it was only 1 day until spring break. So very soon they'll all be reuniting, unless that's just Mike and Dustin, because I think they were the ones talking about it. I'm not sure, but I hope that they all end up going and reuniting with them. I hope so. On to them though. Oh my god, the most heartbreaking scene for me was 11 giving that presentation about Hopper's cabin, and that bitch Angela just shooting her down, trying to discredit it. Oh, that hurt to watch. That really that was a hard watch. I think that was the most heartbreaking thing I've seen in a while. That more than Hopper's death, Billy's death, that really hit so hard. I think it feels so real, doesn't it? I think we've all experienced that sort of thing in school before, not fitting in, being laughed at, getting picked on. We've all experienced a form of it, and when you see it happen to someone so helpless, and 11, you can't really stick up for yourself in those situations because they're big groups and you're on your own, and 11 hasn't got that sort of unit of friends yet. She's got Will, which is great. Will's not going to stick up for her, is he? No, he's not sort of strong enough to do it himself because he's a victim of bullying as well. I just really hope that they sort of get a group of like-minded friends that they can sort of band together with, because I think that will ultimately help. And oh god, that bitch! I'm glad that teacher stepped in though. I didn't think she was, but she did. She read between the lines. She could tell. Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad. That was the best thing she did, and I think it hit so hard because, as we are 2 people who did not like giving presentations in school. I took many absences because I didn't want to give a presentation. So to see 11 like stepping up there and actually doing it, I was proud of her even for that, because that's something I could never do, speak in front of the class. And then for her to be bullied publicly in front of the class and having Hopper's memory discredited and then later trashed, it was just too much. It's too much. I don't want to see her bullied, especially as well, like she can't fight back because she's shy. She's been sheltered her whole life. She was raised in a lab and all that. She's only just learned how to speak proper vocabulary, and she's too scared to fight back against these people because she's been raised by horrible people her whole life. This is almost what she's used to, being spoken to like that.
And the only weapon she has is gold.
Oh, that was embarrassing.
That was so embarrassing. Like, she had so much faith in it as well. She was like, yeah, I got this. But like, she was about to out herself publicly of having powers.
That it didn't work.
I know, because that would have opened up a whole other can of worms. I think 11 let the hurt overwhelm her and think that was a good thing to do, but
because that was always her mode. Whenever she felt those overwhelming emotions, she would always do that.
Yeah, and this is like a demon she's never encountered before, like popular girls that are rude as fuck. Like these can't be ripped apart like that. So it's a whole new ball game. It's something you've never done before, and going into high school with people like this that you would think would be friendly but really aren't, like it's really hard for just your average person, let alone someone that's grown up in a lab with minimal human contact. So yeah, it was a hard watch.
Like, I also feel like 11 and Will were always the most shy out of the group.
They are. I think they are. Dustin and Lucas have definitely come out of their shells by the looks of it. They are kind of blossoming at school. Mike, he's pretty much there. But yeah, 11 and Will, because they've had so much trauma in their lives, it's made it so much harder for them to sort of move on and trying to fit in. So yeah, I can totally see why they are struggling.
And it looks like Hopper is trying to communicate with Joyce, and I mean, assuming it is, there was still no confirmation that he was actually alive by us seeing him, just that note. But I think it must be from him in that prison somehow, and I cannot wait to see how he's doing it, because what the hell, he's in a foreign prison where they probably don't speak too much English, so how is he getting China dolls and stuffing notes inside and sending
I know,
them?
and yeah, not only that, but the letter itself was English words cut up
in newspaper clippings.
In newspapers, newspaper clippings. I would have thought, I mean, the Russian alphabet isn't totally different, but I would have thought that'd be quite hard to do, like if they're getting English magazines or something. Like,
unless it
is
isn't
very
him,
bizarre.
in which case,
I don't know.
Shit. And also, how would he have their address? Because he can't just go to a directory, assuming that's how most people get their addresses. Like, if they ask the post office, should they just give it to them? Like, how would they find out her address? How would Hopper know inside a prison? It's also,
I know, it's very weird.
This is the part I'm invested in. Okay.
I know, it is the most investing part, as well as that demon. But yeah, it's interesting because Joyce has only recently moved. Like, how would anyone know their address unless someone's in on it? Like, I like to think it is Hopper, because that is kind of a Hopper thing to do, to hide a note into like this weird China Russian doll. Like, it is very kind of his sort of thing. But yeah, I just want to see him there. I need that confirmation to see him alive.
Well, not really much to say on Nancy and Jonathan. It looks like they're still together, but they're just both not making the effort to go. I don't really know what the reason was that Nancy can't go. They were both making up excuses of why the other could have come down.
Yeah.
But still saying that they're very much in love, which I feel like might have been a bit forced, like they're, you know, trying to make out their relationship is perfect when they probably are on rocky territory. But Jonathan has just turned into a stoner, and I hope that he has a bit more to do this season than just that, because it's not really riveting, is it?
I kind of knew there would be a bit of rockiness because long distance is obviously hard when you're in a relationship. I think judging by that sort of explanations they both gave to their friends, I think that love you declaration was quite meaningful. I thought that was quite real. I just think they're sort of trying to make excuses up for each other to try and hold on to it. I don't know. It does seem kind of weird how there is so many convenient excuses, but I don't know, maybe there is something rocky going on in their relationship. I don't know, but I hope, because I don't think Nancy would stand for a stoner boyfriend. I don't know if that's like something she would be accepting of, because she's very prim and proper as well. So I feel like he's kind of let himself go without Nancy's influence around him. So it is a bit weird, isn't it?
It probably is a coping mechanism as well, like a bit like Chrissy, because they all have been through stuff. They're bound to turn to something. Well, some of them at least are bound to turn to something to block it all out, because it doesn't just go. We might move on to a new season and it's been months and everything seems fine, but mentally it must plague you. Like Max as well. Like, she's withdrawn from everyone. She's clearly having nightmares, even though she lied to the therapist and said she isn't. It's obviously haunting her. And I really want to know what happened between her mum and stepdad, because they're not together anymore and her mum's turned to drinking. So, why?
It's just an all-round terrible situation in home life for Max. Like, you can see she's really struggling, and she doesn't really want to open up to people because it's sort of a defense mechanism. She doesn't really want to let people in. I think she's had trouble with that quite a lot in past seasons. I think she just feels really alone because she's not got Billy. I mean, he wasn't a good person by any means, but he was sort of a presence there, and watching him die, that is traumatic shit, even if you don't like the person. It's a very traumatic thing to see. The manner of which he died was terrible. Yeah. So I feel like she might just be feeling really sort of isolated and alone, even though Lucas is trying to reach out to her. I think she just feels like she can't accept his sort of advances and just sort of deal with the pain on her own, which is sad. I hope the friends sort of stage a mini intervention or something to sort of bring her out of her sort of slump and sort of, you know, do something fun. I don't know. I just really hope
to an intervention, because a couple of them tried to reach out, like Dustin with the D&D, although that might not be interesting. She was sarcastic about wanting to join, and Lucas made an effort, and she just really was not happy with him. So yeah, I feel like in those situations you've just sort of got to force yourself onto that person, say you're coming with us or whatever, because she can't say it herself. But once she is feeling happier, you know, she starts opening up a bit more. I don't know, it's really tough. It's even tougher when you've not got stable parents. Yeah. You know, her mum is pretty much emotionally checked out. She's struggling a lot, so she doesn't really have anyone at home and doesn't have anyone at school, because a lot of the kids there are really horrible. So yeah, I feel like she does feel very alone and just not having a good time, which is sad. I feel, because her and 11 are split up, aren't they? They're in two different places. Oh, that's such a shame, because 11 was so good with Max, because they were both kind of the outcasts. I know, and I'd love for Max to go and see them in whatever town they're in. Yeah, because I
feel like 11 would be such a good person for her to see, to try and get out of this horrible time she's in. Like Max and 11 get on really well. Like, they both are sort of, you know, struggle with things, like Max with opening up to people and having a shitty time at home, but then 11, she's just trying to navigate life as a whole, so they're kind of each other's rocks. So I feel if we saw them both together again, I feel like it would really help.
I don't think she'll end up going with them.
I really hope she does, or they just sort of make her go. I don't know.
I'm thinking logically, I feel like it would be too many of them in one place when, like, the teams are usually segregated. We shall see how the rest of the season goes.
I'm really excited now.
That's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching our reaction to season 4 episode 1 of Stranger Things. If you want to watch our uncut reactions, the link to the Patreon page will be in the description below. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and we'll see you next time for episode 2. Bye.
Bye.
I like them sweet but naughty, pimples on the cheeks. I bet you taste like berries, so how could